At this point, I think everyone knows what star drops are. This new reward feature was announced in the last Brawl Talk and we got in the game soon after. And well, let's just say the opinions of the community were pretty divided, with many loving the new feature while others were pretty apprehensive. In this video, I'm going to be explaining exactly why star drops, despite being a genius idea in of itself, does have some huge flaws which needs to be rectified before it starts to impact the game negatively. Now, when star drops was first introduced, a large chunk of our rewards were also cut down for many important places. The end of season Brawl Pass reward was cut by a staggering 75%. To put into perspective, it now takes around 3 tiers of grinding just to get the same rewards we used to get from 1 tier before the update, essentially making the Brawl Pass 3 to 4 more times harder to grind resources for now. Then we have the Power League Bling rewards. That was halved from 250 per tier to 125, again giving us only half the bling that we used to get. Crazily, even the Club League rewards, one of the most lucrative sources of progression, were reduced as well. Now, what was the need to cut down so many of our rewards? Well, from what Danny and Paula told us, they wanted to spread out the resources in order to make room for star drops. In fact, they even went as far as to claim the players would get a slight buff to their progression after the update.
And we know how this sounds like a nerf to your rewards, but no, you'll be getting more if you continue playing the same amount you played today.
However, over the course of the last month, it's become clear that this so-called buff is very questionable. First off, let me just say that on behalf of not only myself but most of us in the community, that the drop rates of star drops really need to be buffed. Literally all I get in every other drop are rare, rares and more rares. There's even a meme about this on Reddit. I mean, you have literally 4 other rarities: super rare, epic, mythic and legendary. And to get rares that many times can only mean that the drop rates have been distributed poorly. For context, I have been opening drops every single day since the update came out and I still haven't managed to pull a single legendary drop yet. Now, I'm sure that many of you did and it's all down to one's luck, but it does have me wondering why they can't buff the rates a bit and make it a little easier to pull a higher rarity from the drops. Now, another issue with star drops is what we actually get from these rares. Now, is it just me or are token doublers the most pulled item from rares and super rares? There are so many of us talking about this on Reddit. Just look at how many token doublers people are gathering from these drops. Before the update, token doublers was actually a huge help for free-to-play players as they could gather a ton of bonus rewards by the time the season ended. But what's happening now is that this unlimited supply of token doublers is getting us to the bonus rewards faster, but it's actually a bad thing as we don't feel like grinding further because of how bad the rewards are now, thereby causing many players to play less till the next season arrives. So in reality, it's become clear that star drops have actually caused a decrease in player progression rather than an increase, especially for free-to-play players. Now, I'm sure we all know how lucrative bling is as it allows free-to-play players to buy their favorite cosmetics without using any gems. Well, unfortunately guys, with the reduction of bling from the Power League rewards, free-to-play players will be getting a lot less bling every single season, serving as a huge nerf to the amount of free cosmetics that free-to-play players can obtain every season. While it's a great thing that star drops can literally give us free skins, even this is a negative thing, as free-to-play players have also gotten less freedom with the kind of cosmetics and skins that they can buy. So let's just say that star drops have severely affected the state and economy of bling as well in the game. What was initially a feature intended to motivate us to play the game more is actually having the opposite effect now. Players are feeling demotivated to play the game as there's no incentive to push after completing the Brawl Pass. Even the most competitive game mode in Brawl Stars, which is Power League, is at an all-time low in terms of motivation because of the bling nerf. One of the most exciting and thrilling things about star drops is pulling a legendary drop. And unfortunately though, that is very hard to come by right now with the current drop rates. So, without a doubt, star drops was a genius idea and a perfect solution to bring back that RNG that players were wanting after boxes were removed. Unfortunately guys, it's sad to say this, but star drops, despite being a genius idea, wasn't executed that well in the game and has also caused quite a bit of negatives in Brawl Stars. And hopefully the dev team will take notes from what they're seeing in the game right now and make some much needed changes to star drops. But what do you feel about star drops? Do you agree or disagree with this video? Let me know in the comments below. Now smash subscribe if you want the next star drop to be a legendary. And watch one of my other documentary videos on the screen.